करे विश्वंभरा युथा युथा हैला जता गायन सुंदरा श्रीवास पंडित लैया एक संप्रदाय मुकुंदलैयार जनकत गाया लैया गोविंद घोष आरकत जाना गौरचंद्र नृत्य सबे करे न कीर्तना धरिया भूले न नित्या नंद महाबली अलखिते अद्वैतल येन पद धूली गदाधर आदि जत सजल नयने आनंदे विभल हैला प्रभुर कीर्तने जखन उदंड नाचे प्रभु विश्वंभरा पृथ्वी कंपित हया तबे पाय डरा कखनवा माधुरा नाचय विश्वंभरा जेन देखी नंदेरा नंदन नटवरा अपरूप कृष्णा विषे अपरूप नृत्या आनंदे नयन भरी देखे सब भृत्या निजानंदे नाचे महा प्रभु विश्वंभरा चरणेर ताल सुनी अति मनोहरा भाव विषे माला नहीं रहे गलाया चिंडिया पड़े गिया भक्तेर गाया चतुर्थी के श्री हरि मंगल संकीर्तना मध्य नाचे जगन्नाथ मिश्रेर नंदना. So we'll first discuss the 5 verses from 11 to 15. So in the yesterday's class, we saw how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu on the day of Ekadashi he started doing Uddanda Kirtan and Uddanda dance. So he got together all his associates. All his associates came, and all of them surrounded Mahaprabhu. And Mahaprabhu started doing Kirtan. So where was it done? It was done in Srivasangan. So we have seen in the second verse that the that Vrindavan Thakur. Am I audible? Haribol?
Yes, yes,
Yes,
yes, you
Prabhuji.
are.
Yes, Prabhuji.
There was something happened.
Yeah,
in
there was a
so,
break. Yeah.
yeah. So we saw that in Srivasangan, on the day of Ekadashi, Mahaprabhu had given an instruction. He decreed that there has to be Uddanda Kirtan. All devotees have to perform Uddanda Kirtan because it is Hari Vasara. So Hari Vasare, that is the day of Hari. So we say that Somvar, Mangalvar. So we also see that 2 days in the month we have got Hari Vasare. So on the day of Ekadashi, in Srivasangan, Mahaprabhu performed Kirtan, and all of the other associates joined Mahaprabhu in helping him, assisting him in performing kirtan by playing mandira, that is playing your kartal, playing conch shells, playing mridangas, and the kirtan was so loud and was so melodious and so loud that it filled the entire Brahmanda Bhedila Dhvani. So not only filled the Brahmanda, and it also ruptured Brahmanda. So it filled the Brahmanda and ruptured Brahmanda and it reached Shweta Dvipa. So Brahmanda Bhedila Dhvani, Puriya Akasha, and by filling the entire universe with the melodious Sankirtan, Mahaprabhu and his associates, they removed all kinds of amangala. So in this Brahmanda, we have got 14 planetary systems, and all planetary systems, all kinds of amangala were completely vanished. Ushakala haite nritya kare Vishwambhara. So he started doing the Sankirtan in the morning. Like from sunrise onwards, he started performing Kirtan. Yutha Yutha Haila Jata Gayana Sundara. So we have to understand that on the day of Ekadashi, the Ekadashi not on, does not only mean only the Mangal Arti or the Sandhya Arti. It means that the entire day, all each and every second of the day has to be engaged, has to be completely devoted to Krishna. So Vishwambhara, that is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, is showing by his own example that he started performing kirtan, and went on the entire day. And we know this from the various stories that we have heard from Chaitanya Charitamrita and Chaitanya Bhagavat, that Mahaprabhu's kirtan was not only 1 hour kirtan, 2 hour kirtan, it was the entire full day, sometimes the next day as well, the kirtan is to go to. So all from all directions, all devotees came. Yutha Yutha Haila Jata Gayana Sundara. And we also saw that Mahaprabhu, the primary associates of Mahaprabhu. So we have got Srivas Pandit, we have got Mukund Datta, we have got Govinda Ghosha, so and Gadadhar Pandit. So all of these primary associates, the leading associates of Mahaprabhu, they had their own groups. So they used to preach to their own groups on own congregations. So they used to bring all their congregations. Srivasa Pandit got his own sampradaya, Mukund Datta had got his own sampradaya, and Govind Ghosha also got his own sampradaya. So surrounded by all devotees, Mahaprabhu was standing in the middle and he was doing Uddanda Kirtan. And while doing Kirtan, he entered into Bhava. So in yesterday's class, we had a small discussion about how Bhava can manifest. So we have always heard about Bhava. We also see in what do you say, Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu about Bhava. So it is Ado Shraddha, Tata Sadhu Sangha, Bhajana Kriya, Anartha Nivritti, Nishtha, Ruchi, Asakti, Bhava, and then Prem. So we have read this, we have heard this n number of times by very serious, senior and serious devotees. But we cannot correlate. So when we read about Bhava, we are unable to understand how does it look like. So because we are Kali Yuga Jivas, they require evidential evidences, they require proofs. So for these proofs and evidences, we refer to the life of senior devotees. And one of the senior devotees that we have seen yesterday is Gaur Govind Swami Maharaj. And in his lifetime, in his pastimes, we have seen how he has entered Bhava. And what happens in Bhava? So in the bhajan, we are seeing glimpses of Bhava. We are going to discuss Bhava, the first 5 shlokas from 11 to 15. So Dhariya Bulena Nityananda Mahabali. So Mahabali Nityananda, Balaram, he was entrusted with only one single seva, that is to keep Mahaprabhu in the middle, because Mahaprabhu was swinging here and there, right, left, front, center, everywhere. And Nityananda Prabhu was tasked just of holding and protecting Mahaprabhu, that he didn't fall over. Along with that, Advaita Acharya, Alakhite Advaita Layana Padadhuli. So Advaita Acharya, he very swiftly, very slyly, he grabbed all the lotus dust, the dust of the lotus feet from Mahaprabhu. Whenever he used to jump up, he used to just remove all the dust. Gadadhar Adijata Sajala Nayane. So Gadadhar Pandit, upon seeing and hearing Mahaprabhu's Kirtan, he became many devotees, Gadadhar and other devotees like Mukund Datta, Sridhar Pandit, all these devotees, their eyes were filled with tears. Ananda Vivale Haila Prabhura Kirtane. So their their body showing their body started showing Ashtashatvika Bhavas. We saw this yesterday. That again, this entire in this entire bhajan, we are it is coming back to bhava. It's coming back to bhava. So they also started showing Ashtasattvic bhava, like trembling of the body, hair standing on the end, crying profusely, laughing like a madman. So it is very hard to understand these things. जखन उतंड नाचे प्रभु विश्वंबर पृथ्वी कंपित हय सबे पाय डर. So again, we in the last class we saw why is Vrindavan Das Thakur is referring to Mahaprabhu as Vishwambhara. So Vishwambhara means that he is the father, like the palan poshan karne wale pitaji ki tarah hai. So he is like the father who takes care of the entire universe, all planetary systems, all species in all planetary systems. So Vishwambhara, being so lovingly, having so lovingly appeared to protect and to deliver the Kali Yuga Jivas, he started dancing. So when Lord dances, the consort of the Lord also dances. We have seen this in the last class. That in when Vishwambhara was dancing, Vishwambhara is none other than Varaha Swami. So Varaha Swami is dancing. Bhudevi is going to dance. So Prithvi Kampita Haya. So the Prithvi started to dance. And when Prithvi dances, it feels like earthquake. And everyone were afraid. So from there, now from 11 words onwards, we'll start seeing. कख नवा माधुर नाचाये विश्वंभर जैन देखी नंदेर नंदन नटवर. So sometimes Vishwambhara danced so gracefully and sweetly that he appeared to be Natavara Nandana Nandana, the best of dancers. Now, in each and every, only in two incarnations, like in the two appearances of Lord, one as Shri Krishna and other as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, in none other of the incarnations has Lord ever danced. Not even in the Rama avatar. So there was no need to dance. He has made people dance. That is different. But he has made monkeys dance on his name. But he himself has never danced. But as Krishna and as Mahaprabhu, he has danced. So the only benchmark to compare with is Krishna. So here Vrindavan Das Thakur is right trying to explain how Vishwambhara, when he danced, how he looked like. So Vishwambhara, when he was dancing, so how does Vrindavan Das Thakur know like what Krishna looked like when he was dancing? So Vrindavan Das Thakur, all these great saints, these great acharyas, they when they start writing, the Lord appears within them to show them the mood that they are like they are praying to. So we have seen this even Nambudri, sorry, Narayan Bhattadri, he was blind, and Guruvairappan, he came into his site, and he wrote the entire what is that shloka? Guruvairappan shloka. Mataji, does anyone remember what is the shloka called as?
Narayaniam.
Narayan.
Narayaniam. Yeah, Narayaniam. Yeah. So he wrote the entire Narayaniam, and he was blind. Even with Surdas, we can see Surdas, Lord appeared in the sight of the Surdas. So how do we know Vrindavan Das Thakur has seen Lord dance? Because Lord has appeared, and Lord has appeared in his in front in his sight. He has seen Lord dance, and now he is seeing Vishwambhara dance, and he is finding no difference. So if he is finding no difference, that means Vishwambhara is Krishna. So Vishwambhara is dancing like Krishna. There is a very wonderful bhajan, Carnatic music called as Kalinga Nartana Tilana. So it has been sung by various beautiful artists. There is also one version by M.S. Sumalakshmi. I would request that you hear the version sung by Surya Gayatri and Rahul Vellal. It is recorded by Kuldeep Pai. It is a very beautiful bhajan. And the use of rhythm, the use of tala, the use of swara, they have done it so majestically. I don't remember who has written the bhajan, but whomever has written a bhajan, he or she is a genius, because the way the swara and the rhythm and the tala has been arranged, it it feels so divine to hear. And you can, the moment you close your eyes, you will see Krishna dancing on the hoods of Kalia. So the bhajan Kalinga Nartana Tillana is describing Lord who is dancing on the hoods of Kalia. So I would request you all to please listen to these Carnatic bhajans as well, so that we are well connected to our roots. So here Vishwambhara, Nanda Thakur is saying that Kakhana va Kakhana va Madhura Nachaye Vishwambhara Jano Dekhi Nandera Nandana Natabara. So he appeared to be Natabara Nandana Natabara. Now, although he has described this, in the next verse, Vidnavanda Thakur is going one step ahead and saying, Aparupa Krishna Veshe Aparupa Nritya Anande Nayana Bhari Dekhe Sabha Bhritya. That although it appears that Mahaprabhu is dancing like Sri Krishna, but Mahaprabhu's dance is a step more pleasing. It's much more pleasing, it's much more engrossing, and it is much more what do you say, beautiful when compared to Krishna's dance. So Mahaprabhu's beauty is unequaled. Aparupa Krishna Veshe. So his beauty is unequaled and unsurpassed, defeating even Krishna's beauty. Why? Why is he saying that Mahaprabhu's beauty is defeating Krishna's beauty? There are two reasons. The first reason is that Mahaprabhu is in the form of a devotee. He has taken the Radha Bhava and has appeared as a devotee to experience what Radharani and other gopis of Vrindavan were experiencing for him. That is the first reason. We know this reason. And because of this, because he has appeared as the devotee version of the Lord, the devotee, the perfect devotee has to reach the stage of bhava and prema. So he is displaying those qualities. So defeating even Krishna's beauty, because even Krishna did not show Mahabhava. This is Vrindavan Das Thakur writing that Krishna didn't show Mahabhava. He has experienced Mahabhava being shown to him by devotees, but he himself has never experienced Mahabhava. So all his followers, all the followers of Mahaprabhu, they were witnessing miracle taking place, because they knew. We all know that Mahaprabhu is Lord, but we also know that Radharani is the greatest, is the greatest of devotees. So we have to pray to Radharani, so that she connects us to Krishna. And in that connection, we clear all these stages: Adau Shraddha, Tata Sadhu Sangha, Anartha Nivritti, Bhajana Kriya, Nishtha, and all these things. And finally reach the stage of Bhava and Prema. But Krishna didn't show Bhava. But now we are seeing that Krishna in the form of Mahaprabhu is showing Mahabhava. So all his followers were filled with Ananda seeing his dancing. So I was just reading about Mahabhava, and I came across a very beautiful purport written by Srila Prabhupada. We can find this purport in the book called as The Teachings of the Life and Teachings of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. TLC, Teachings of Lord Chaitanya. Yeah. So, in Teachings of Lord Chaitanya, chapter number 13, if someone has the book with themselves, you can kindly open chapter number 13, and we can see the last two paragraphs of that purport. So the the third last paragraph here, there is a verse written. Um, just a minute. Yeah. So Bilva Mangal Thakur is the verse is from Krishna Karnamritam, and it is written. Bilva Mangal Thakur writes, "O Krishna, O wonderful flute player, the beauty of your boyhood activities is very wonderful in this world. You know the agitation of my mind. You know how my mind is agitated, and I know what you are. No one knows how confidential our relationship is. Although my eyes are anxious to see you and your face, I cannot see you. Please let me know, what shall I do?" So Bilva Mangal Thakur was voluntarily blind. He made himself voluntarily blind. We have got so many devotees in our sampradaya, in other sampradayas, where they are blind. Surudas. We have Narayan Bhattadari. We have Bilva Mangal Thakur. But all of them are they have witnessed. They have experienced Lord. They have seen Lord. And in the same chapter, Prabhupada also explains in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu 1.3.38, Rupa Goswami states, "O Govinda, this young girl with tears in her eyes is crying in a sweet voice, chanting your glories. Such pure devotees are always anxious to describe the glories of Krishna and to live in a place where he has exhibited his pastimes. Even in Krishna Karnamritam, it is written, the body of Krishna is so nice and his face is so beautiful. Everything about him is so sweet and fragrant. O Lotus Eyed One, when will I be able to always chant your holy name, and being inspired by that chanting, when will I be able to dance on the banks of Yamuna?" So Prabhupada writes in this as a commentary that all these descriptions of the bhava stage of devotional service were quoted by Lord Chaitanya to Sanatan Goswami. So when Lord Chaitanya met Sanatan Goswami, he explained to Sanatan Goswami what bhava means. How can we all experience bhava? How can we all analyze when someone is showing bhava? Lord Chaitanya next proceeded to describe the symptoms of actual love, so bhava and prema. So prema for Krishna. He informed Sanatan Goswami that no one can understand the person who has developed love for Krishna. It is very hard to understand those the activities and the pastimes and the leelas of the devotees who have attained the topmost stage, that is prema. Why can't we understand? Because no one can understand the devotee's words, the devotee's activities, nor the devotee's symptoms. So again, I'll refer back to Gaur Govind Swami Maharaj's lifetime and his pastimes, and even in that small lecture given by Lagodi Das, he states that when Maharaj was in that bhava state, he was showing those symptoms. His speech became we could not recognize what he was speaking. His body was swaying here and there. Sometimes he was unconscious, sometimes he was standing, sometimes he was running, chanting Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. And sometimes he felt that the window is the door. He wanted to exit the room through the window. He could have fallen down. It was in Gada Bhavan. So for a untrained eye, that person, when the person sees such symptoms, it might appear to be like a madman. Now, for that is not the the true state. It appears to be like a madman. Why? Because we all have not experienced that. So in this, Prabhupada also writes that even if one is very learned, it is very difficult for him to understand a pure devotee who is in the love with the Lord. This is also confirmed in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. So to explain, he just further gives us a small description. A person engaged in devotional service becomes heartsick when singing the glories of Supreme Lord. So how do you understand that? How can we understand that we are trying to go towards bhava? Because the moment the devotee hears about the Lord and remembers the pastimes, that person becomes heartsick. So we have seen various kinds of sicknesses. We know about seasickness, we know about altitude sickness, we know about homesick. So homesick, uh, it is something where you are missing your home. You have been away from your home for a long time. Generally soldiers, generally those on expeditions, on voyages, or those who are placed in far away countries for some time, but placed in far away countries, they experience homesickness because something reminds them of their home. The moment they see something, say for example, when we were in Australia, when we used to visit ISKCON over there, we used to feel homesick because we used to miss. There are so many functions taking place there. There are like during Janmashtami, you can go from one temple to the other. You can have prasadam here, there. Whenever we used to see some Matajis and Prabhujis on the street, we used to remember our home. So it is homesickness. So here Prabhupada says that the devotee becomes heartsick because Krishna resides in the heart. As Paramatma, he resides in the heart. So whenever we sing the glories of Krishna, the heart aches, the heart becomes sick. Because the Lord is very dear to him, When he glorifies the Lord's name, fame, and so on, he becomes almost like an insane man. Almost. Not an insane man, almost like an insane man. And in that condition, he sometimes laughs, sometimes cries, sometimes dances. He continues in this way even without considering his own situation or his own well being. And in the previous verse, we have seen Mahaprabhu showing these symptoms. We have seen that which was the verse, yeah, aparupa krishna veshe aparupa nitya anande nayana bhari dekhe sababhritya, because Lord was showing, uh, Krishna was showing Mahabhava. And because he was showing Mahabhava, Nityanand Mahaprabhu, Nityanand Prabhu had to save Mahaprabhu from falling over. So such attachment, Mahabhava, is the highest state of devotional love. It may be likened to sugar candy, which is the most powerful form of sugar. Love of Godhead can gradually develop in such a way that transcendental pleasure is increased to the highest stage for the real devotee. Now, Prabhupada instructs us in this purport that we have to be very very keen on attaining the bhava state. As a devotee, it is our duty to climb through the ladder one by one. Either for some devotees it takes one lifetime, for some devotees it may take many lifetimes, but slow and steady we have to keep on climbing up the ladder and ultimately reach uh, the state of bhava and prema. Bhaktivinoda Thakur and also Nilakanta Goswami, they write in their bhajans. There is a very, very wonderful bhajan called as Kevalashtakam. So in Kevalashtakam, Nilakanta Goswami writes that although I know about this, I am not able to, I am not able to attain that. So in Bhaktivinoda Thakur, in two of his bhajans, Bifale Janama Govainu and the other one, Vidyara Vilase, in both these bhajans he in his songs he has written that I know, he is writing for us that we know that we have to attain the state of bhava, we have to climb up the ladder, but Maya Devi is so smart. He's so chapala. Maya Devi is so chapala that she creates a web around us, which makes us think that this is mine, that is not mine, and that causes us distress. So in Kevalashtakam, there is a verse, sixth number verse, aho dukham, maha dukham, dukhataram yatah, kachartham vismratam ratna, harer namaiva kelvalam. So Nilakanta Goswami, this Kevalashtakam is coming from Kevala, like there are 100 verses for Kevalashtakam. There's only the 8 verses, but there are 100 verses on Hare Namaya Kevalam. So this is like a excerpt. It's like a cream of all those verses. So in the sixth verse, Nilakanta Goswami is writing, um, Aho dukkham maha dukkham. Dukkhad dukkataram yatah kachartham vismratam ratna harer namaiva kevalam. Oh, what sorrow! What a great sorrow! More painful misery than any other misery in the world, because I have mistaken a piece of glass to be a jewel. So sometimes around along the beaches and shores, especially if you are staying in and around the Bay Area, if you go to the Bay Area, you will see that the sand might be containing some glass pieces, because generally the waste it enters the sea, and because of the water cycle it just it is transported, the waves transport the sediments to the shore, and sometimes on the shore you are going to see some small glass particles. Generally nowadays you're going to see green bottles, because all the beer bottles end up in the ocean. All these seafaring nations, they put the beer bottles in the ocean, but again you're going to see those small green glasses, and it looks to you, it might appear to us that it is emerald, but it's not emerald, it's a piece of glass. It has got no value, no one will going to take it. So he is writing over here that aho dukkham maha dukkham dukkha dukkataram yatah kachartham vismritam ratna. I have not only mistaken a jewel to be a piece of, no, I have not even mistaken a piece of glass to be a jewel, but what mudha I am, I have also thrown away the jewel. So I had got a jewel in my hand, and what I saw, हाँ वहां पर एक और दिख रहा है, अच्छा वो ज्वेल है मेरे हाथ में, जो है वो ज्वेल नहीं है, ये कांच है, तो मैंने ये फेंक दिया. So in this we see that Bhaktivinoda Thakur comments that when we were in the womb of our mother, we promised to the Lord. We said to the Lord, Lord, this time I'm going to reach the state of prema and bhava. But the moment I came out, I knew what I had to do. But what I did, I just threw away the jewel. So here Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in this bhajan that we are singing, he is explaining how we can, because how we can attain, how we should not forget what we have promised. Aparupa Krishna Veshe, Aparupa Nitya, Anande Nayana Bhari, Dekhe Sabha Bhritya. Now, next verse. Nijanande Nache Mahaprabhu Vishwambhara, Charanera Tala Suni Ati Manohara. So Vishwambhara, Lord Vishwambhara Mahaprabhu danced. He was into Mahabhava, he was absorbed in Ananda, and he was dancing so melodiously for the pleasure of the Lord that everything that he did was becoming perfect. So when he was singing, he was perfect. When he was dancing, it was perfect. So here Vishwambhara Mahaprabhu is informing us that whatever we do, no matter it is Ekadashi, Dwadashi, or Trayadashi, or be it Amavasya, no matter what we do, when we do, we have to do it for the pleasure of the Lord. And by doing it in the pleasure of the Lord, and doing it in that mood, what happens? The thing automatically becomes perfect. We don't have to strive to be perfect. So we see that some people, they come and say that I want to be Mr. Perfect, or Miss Perfect. Just become a devotee. By just becoming a devotee, and just by following the footsteps of Mahaprabhu and the instructions given by Prabhupada, we automatically become perfect. So there's a small story in this. Yamuna Devi Dasi, Yamuna Mataji, was given the task of cooking for Prabhupada. So Prabhupada used to always instruct her that you have to first clean, 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 clean. So by doing that, what happened? The kitchen became so majestically clean that you don't have to take out a separate day to clean out the kitchen, because you have to do it along with your cooking. This is what Prabhupada instructed Yamuna Mataji. So Charanera Tala Suni Ati Manohara. So all devotees, upon hearing the perfect dance and the perfect Sankirtan of Mahaprabhu, they became so engrossed and spellbound. भाव वेशे माला नाही रह ये गलाया चिंडिया पड़ये गिया भकतेरा गाया. So because he was in the state of Mahabhava, and whenever Mahaprabhu used to come, all devotees used to come and meet Mahaprabhu, they used to put a hara on his a garland on his neck. So he had got so many malas in on his neck. And Bhava Veshe Mala Nahi Rahaye Galaya Chindiya Padaye Giya Bhakatera Gaya. So when as Mahaprabhu danced, being filled with Bhava, his garland could not stay around in his neck. And because he was swaying here and there, left and right, the garland was also gyrating from here and there, left and right. And so much mass was there because of the flowers. It was so laden with flowers that it broke. As the mala broke, Chindiya Padaye Giya Bhakatera Gaya. Immediately, all devotees came and started grabbing the flowers falling from his garland. Now we see this even happening even today. Even today, when we see Jagannath Rath Yatra, we see how Jagannath, Baldev, and Subhadra Mai are carried from the Garbhagriha towards the Ratha. So they don't come straight. So I was explaining this to the children when we were taking the classes for children in Nagpur. I was telling them, like, how do you think that devotees bring Jagannath towards the Ratha? Someone said straight walking करके आ गया, नहीं तो एक ट्रॉली में बिठा के लेके आ गया. बोले नहीं 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 नहीं. But Jagannath, the Vigraha of Jagannath is so heavy that it requires at least 40 devotees, 40 strong pandas to first pick him up. Now, once he has been picked up, what happens? There is a dola dance. He just goes front, goes back, goes left, goes right, goes down, comes up. So the distance might not be more than 100 meters from the Garbhagriha to the Ratha, maybe 200 meters. But the time it takes, it just depends on the mood of Jagannath. So in the bhajan Jai Jai Jagannath Sachiranandan, Jai Gaur Sai Krishna Sai Jagannath. The last line says Jai Jai Jagannath Sachiranandan. And the last line says, Jai Gaur, Sei Krishna, Sei Jagannath. The one who is Gaur is none other than Krishna, who is none other than Jagannath. So Jagannath is Krishna, Krishna is Mahaprabhu. And because this correlation, A is equal to B is equal to C, so whatever C does, A has to do. If you tweak C, the A will tweak. So because Jagannath is showing those Mahabhava symptoms, when Rohini Mata was explaining those leelas of pastimes of Krishna to the wives of Krishna in Dwarka, that is the first time where Lord is showing Mahabhava, the symptom of Mahabhava. The eyes are going enlarging, the hands are going inside, and Narad Muni is perplexed. This is what is this? We have never seen this Rupa. So Jagannath is the form, is the Vigraha form of Mahabhava, Krishna in Mahabhava. And how to pray to Krishna in Mahabhava? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, as the devotee, is showing those symptoms and telling us that whenever we see Jagannath, even in our Devasthanam, the Jagannath in our Devasthanam is not different from Jagannath in Puri. Jagannath at your homes, at our homes, in our homes, he is no different, not even a small decimal point difference from the Jagannath in in Jagannath Puri. So when we go in front of Jagannath, we have to show those symptoms, or we have to pray to him very, very, very earnestly that please, Lord, please someday, some lifetime, please give us the opportunity to reach to the state of bhava or prema. So Mahaprabhu danced and his garland broke, and all devotees, the flowers, it fell. And the devotees are so naughty that they started stealing. Chindiya podaye giya bhakatera gaya. So it started taking away the flowers. Chaturdike Sri Hari Mangala Sankirtana Madhye Nache Jagannatha Mishrera Nandana. This is the first time that like one of the very few bhajans where uh, Mahaprabhu is described in relation to his father. So Jagannatha Mishra Nandana. So Chaturdike Sri Hari Mangala Sankirtan, the auspicious sounds of Harinam Sankirtan, it spread all across, all Chaturdike, all directions, all four directions. And Madhye Nache Jagannatha Mishra Nandana. While in the middle, the son of Jagannatha Mishra was dancing. So the last five verses we'll sing and then we'll start explaining the verses. जारनामानन्दे शिवा वि जारनामानन्दे शिवा वसन ना जाने जार रसे नाचे शिवा से नाचे आपने जार नामे वाल्मीकि हैला तपोधन যার নামে অজামিল পাইল মোচনা যার নাম শ্রবণে সংসার বন্ধ গুছে হেন প্রভু অবতারি কলিযুগে নাচে যার নাম লইয়া শুক নারদ ভেড়ায়া সহস্রবদন প্রভু যার গুণ গায় সর্ব মহাপ্রায়শ্চিত যে প্রভুর নাম से प्रभु नाचये देखे जत भाग्यवान. So the 16th verse, Jara Nama Nande Shiva Vasana na Jane. So I'll just open one more very beautiful bhajan where this has been explained. Yeah, okay. So Jara Nama Nande Shiva Vasana na Jane, Jara Rashe Nache Shiva Se Nache Apane. So what is being explained? Vrindavan Das Thakur is writing, Shiva, Lord Shiva chants the same blissful name and becomes so absorbed in prema that his clothes fall down. Why do you why so Vrindavan Das Thakur is writing he's giving us a small hint that why does Lord Shiva like wear only those small dresses, like only those little dresses. Doesn't dress very opulently. If you see just tiger, the bag chala, the skin of the tiger, maybe some kusa grass to sit on, and vibhuti, he is like a avadhuta. And he, even those little dress that he is wearing, the moment he enters into the prema state, the bhava state, he starts dancing. And when Lord Shiva dance, it is so wonderful. He is Nataraj. So it's so wonderful. Hearing Mahaprabhu's glories, Shiva starts to dance, and Mahaprabhu, hearing his own glories, also dances. So Jara Nama Nande, the ones whose names pleasure, the pleasure of the name, because of which Shiva Vasana na jane, he doesn't understand his state. Jara Rashe Nache Shiva, by whose name Lord Shiva dances, that name, that form of the name is also dancing. The same name is dancing. So we see that in one more bhajan written by Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Narada Muni Bajaye Veena, in the third verse, no, in the fourth verse, it is written. So Pancha Vadana Narade Dhori Premera Sanghe Rol Kamala Sana Nachiya Bole Bolo Bolo Hari Bol. So Panchavadana basically means the one who has got five heads. That is Shiva. So Panchavadana Narade Dhori. He catches hold of Narad Muni and says and becomes so ecstatically enriched. Premera Sanghe Role. So here even Bhaktivinoda Thakur is saying Premera. He is in the state of prema. So for we have to understand that Lord Shiva and Lord Krishna, they have got a so intricate relationship in between them. It is like trying to separate the milk from curd, or trying to separate the components of the milk into individual parts, like taking out the fat, taking out the protein, taking out the vitamin, taking out the water, taking out the salts. It's impossible. They are so intricately connected, and one loves the other and vice versa. So Panchavadana Narade Dhori Premera Sanghe Role Kamalasana Nachiya Bole. Kamalasana, that means the one who is sitting on Kamala, that is Brahma. Nachiya Bole. So even Brahma ji starts dancing. And what he says, Bola Bolo Hari Bol. He says to others, that start speaking Bola Bolo Hari Bol. So in the 16th verse, Vrindavan Das Thakur is writing that the ones whose name makes Shiva and Brahma dance, the name has come as Mahaprabhu, and he is showing how to dance. Jara name Balmiki Haila Tapodhana. Jara name Ajamila Paila Mochana. So why is Vrindavan Thakur writing this verse over here? Just to explain that some people might make a connection that Mahaprabhu is only a human being, only a devotee. No, Mahaprabhu is Krishna, Mahaprabhu is Jagannath. Okay, so Krishna is separate, Rama is separate, Narayana is separate. No, Krishna is Rama. Krishna is Narayana. Narayana is Krishna. Rama is Krishna. Narayana is Rama. So A is equal to B, B is equal to C. Same. Why? Because the ones whose name by which Valmiki became Tapodhana, he got the wealth of austerity, and by whose name Ajamila, Paila Mochana, he got Mukti. That those two names, so Valmiki took the name of Rama and Aljamil took the name of Narayana. By the two names, the same two names are same. It is Mahaprabhu. So by the same name, Valmiki achieved the wealth of austerity. He saw all Ramalila, and by this same name, Ajamilas, Anarthas, and Aparadhas were pulled out of by root. 18th verse. Jara Nama Shravane Samsara Bandha Guche. Heno Prabhu Avatari Kali Yuga Nache. Hearing Sri Krishna's name totally cuts all worldly attachments. Guche means cut. So Jara Nama, whose name, by which Shravane, by hearing which Samsara Bandha Guche, all the connections to the material world automatically get cut. Hano Prabhu Avatari Kali Yuga Nache. So Sri Krishna himself came in Kali Yuga as Mahaprabhu, dancing and advising all of us to chant Krishna Nama. 19th verse. Jara Nama Laya Shuka Narada Bidhaya Sahasra Vadana Prabhu Jara Guna Gaya. So Shukadev Goswami and Narad Muni, So bedhaya means to propagate, to distribute and propagate. So by whose name, the name that Shukadev Goswami and Narad Muni are propagating all over the world, taking the name and propagating the name. Jara nama Layya, Shuka Narad Bedhaya, Sahasra Vadana Prabhu Jara Guna Gaya. Sahasra Vadana. Even in the next verse of Narad Muni Bachaya Veena is Sahasranana Parama Sukhe Hari Hari Boli Gaya Nama Prabhave Matilo Vishwa Nama Rase Sabapaya. So Sahasranana, Sahasravadana, that means Sheshanaga, the carrier of Lord. So Mahaprabhu's name is also taken by Sahasravadana, by Sheshanaga. With thousands of tongues, Mahaprabhu's Sheshanaga sings the glories of Mahaprabhu. Then the last verse for today. Sarva Mahaprayashchita Je Prabhura Nama. Se Prabhu Nachaye Dekha Jata Bhagyavan. The name the that is the all auspicious name. Sarva Mahaprayashchit. The name, uh, the one name upon taking of which all kinds of prayashchita are automatically performed. Je Prabhu Nama. Say Prabhu Nachaye. That Prabhu is that name has come in a form of Mahaprabhu and is dancing. And upon seeing that dance, what happens? Dekhe Jata Bhagyavana. All those who are actually present in and around Mahaprabhu, they are witnessing, and what kind of luck, good luck they have, what Bhagyavan, what how fortunate they are. So even we should be having this mood that, oh Lord, you have appeared 500 years before us. We might have been there because yes, we were there. I will I am quoting Maharaj, Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj, I am quoting Prabhupada, I am quoting all senior devotees when I say this, that we were associated to Lord in some or other capacity. We might not have been in the innermost circle of associates, we might not have been in the middle circle, we could have been in the peripheral circles, or somewhere, some ant or some tree or some animal in Jharkhand where Mahaprabhu passed, but we were there where when Mahaprabhu was here, because now the Lord has given us the chance. We might have prayed, Lord has given us the chance to attain, to climb up the ladder. We should be very, very well aware that we should not be missing out on that chance. The chance will not be given again. So Mahaprabhu, the most auspicious, the most loving, and the most graceful of the incarnations, because he is showing Mahabhava as Jagannath, as Mahaprabhu. Krishna is showing Mahabhava, and he is the most approachable, because when you ask, even in material world, in this inverted reflection of the true nature of soul, in दिस मटेरियल वर्ल्ड वी हैव हर्ड दिस समवेयर दैट जब आदमी पिया हुआ रहता है तब वो सच बोलता है, उसको कुछ भी बोल दो तो वो सच बोलेगा, वो झूठ नहीं बोलेगा. So this can be compared. We are not comparing. We should not be comparing Mahabhava to a drunken state, but it is on that. It is similar to that. It is not in that tamas. It is Shuddha Sattva. Mahabhava is Shuddha Sattva. So Shuddha Sattva state, in that intoxicated Shuddha Sattva state, when you ask Lord, Lord is going to say the truth and Lord is going to give it. So we should, when we next time, I'll request Mataji as well, Narani Mataji as well, to take us all again to Jagannath Puri. And when we go in front of Lord, why to ask for that piece of glass? We have seen Nilkanta Goswami saying, "Aho dukkham maha dukkham dukkha dukkhataram yatah kachartham vismritam ratna." Why to ask for anything which is just going to polish that piece of glass? We should be asking for the Ratna. Oh Lord, I am that Mudha who has thrown away that Ratna. Oh Lord, please give me back my Ratna. Take this garbage away. The garbage of material world, the garbage of this material connection. Please, Lord, please give me the power. Please give me the potency so that I am able to work on myself. I am able to climb the ladder. I am able to stay in sadhu sangha. The devotees around me are able to lift me, to correct me whenever I'm trying to trip, whenever I'm trying to fall. So please give me that sangha. Please give me that opportunity to have to be qualified enough to take the jewel back. Okay. So in tomorrow's class we will finish those next 9 verses, the last 9 verses, and we will sing this very wonderful bhajan once more. If you have got any queries or any suggestions, please you can unmute and you can just express yourself.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna
Thank you
Mataji.
for so wonderful explanation, Prabhuji. It is
Thank you
too
Mataji.
good. It is really needed कि हम हर रोज ये जो क्लास है हमारा कभी बंद ना हो. This is my prayer. कि जो हमारा जो
Mataji,
मॉर्निंग
you
क्लास
again, again, Mataji. Narayani Mataji is there. She is the Ratna. I am the Kancha.
यस नहीं मतलब यही जो हमें चाहिए वही कि बस एसोसिएशन मिलता है
Yes,
नहीं
yes,
तो
Mataji.
मेरे लिए तो
We should all be
ऑनलाइन
praying for.
एसोसिएशन मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेंट प्रभु जी.
Yes, Mataji. We should all be praying for very long and healthy life of Narayani Mataji so that she doesn't
यस
stop. And I will pray
यस
to Lord that
प्रभु जी.
she doesn't leave Nagpur.
हरी बोल.
Hare Krishna
थैंक यू
Mataji.
प्रभु जी.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna Mataji.